Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another chapter of Comments from the Peanut Gallery. What are we up to today? Here, choosing winners and losers. How YouTube, Google, how YouTube one of the methods of choosing winners and losers. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. This is January, what day? 24th. 3.5 days after, let's see, the 20th. Yeah. Anyhow, how through computer algorithms, computer algorithm manipulation, how you can choose how winners and losers are chosen, manipulating certain tools that they have at their fingertips, tools that they have, that they make use of. And I wanted to show you, let's see, on a graph. This is my homepage tracking, how I can look at stuff. Now, we started putting videos on YouTube in 2013. We had taken the first video that we made, Log Furniture 101, and we put that on YouTube along the way. That wasn't the first one that we put on, but that's the first one that we made, Log Furniture 101. And over the course of time, let's see, it was just after the 9/11 stuff, okay? Back in, what was that, 2001? 9/11, 2000, 2001. Anyhow, just after that. And at that time, we took and we built a TV series, okay? The whole thing. A Piece of the Woods was what it was called. That's what the series was called. And we built 13 episodes that aired on the Outdoor Channel. And then we went from the Outdoor Channel to PBS, and we did 5 more that were on PBS. Now, collectively, in 2000 and through 2013 to 2015, we took those 18, 19 videos and put them onto YouTube so that they would be free. We had been selling copies of them, VHS tape, DVDs, and stuff like that. We had been selling those, but we chose to use as a form of advertising for the company, Tendonizer Technology, Inc. At the time it was Tendonizer Technology, LLC, okay? And to use for advertising, we took those videos, 18, 19 of them, and we put them onto YouTube, starting in March 18th of 2013. And then we put one on, here we go, and there's the one we're one went on. And this is over the course of time. Now these 2 pieces that you see here, the purple line is views, all right? And the green line is watch time in the form of hours watched. So we come along here and, where's the little thingy? Okay, like here on March 4th, 2015, had, oops, where'd it go? March 5th now, 2015, views, 934 views. And that's a total of all the videos that we had on there at that time. Okay, and watch time hours, 172. It's not very much, but it's something. Enough for us to track to see if it was striking a chord, it was making, people were watching. So time goes by and we would see, in the summertime our views, because people that do stuff are generally more busy doing stuff in the summertime. So our views would be lower in the summertime, higher in the winter. Then we go along here and we get to, and here we are in December of 2019, which is where we went on then and we're looking at this, evaluating, going, should we pursue this further? and we're looking at the views and watch time hours. Okay, here we had views one day, 1,000 views, and 259 watch time hours of watching. And we have what's like a peak one. Here's a peak, right? Oops. Here we had January 13th views, 1,928 one day, and watch time hours 375. So we're looking at that and going, okay, there's an interest. We're going to pursue this further. So we took, and it took a year to build this studio that we have up here, and the computer table, and all the computers. We got new computers, we got new cameras, and we're going to go, okay, we're going to make more videos. We're just going to do it in-house rather than farm it out like we did with the TV show. But it's the same me and Log Furniture 101, which was done on that same type of format, has been our best, highest viewed video of all the time, okay? For us, it's a bunch. It's got like 500,000 views. And so we're going to take that format of Log Furniture 101 and produce more. And it took, like I say, it took a year to build this room up, because this was just the attic space. And we finished the room, did the table, bought the computers, and I had to learn how to use the camera stuff myself. So, you know, that was Camera Girl and I learned a bunch of stuff, and we worked on this, you know, and it took a year to do it. So, but what happened in the meantime, something happened here on, right here. Everything just took a dive. Now this is where I want to show you how it can be manipulated by algorithms, programming, and choices, choosing, just like in a communist society. Winners and losers are chosen, just like we've been facing all around the country now, with which business stays open and which one is closed. Winners and losers are being chosen on the basis of what? Now, one of the things that we have consistently done from the very beginning is the type of verbiage that we use. We talk of things in the way that I am quite convinced that they are. In a way of, look at how this tree was designed. Rather than, look how this tree evolved. Look at that. It's this and it evolved over time. I don't play that BS game. I think it's a bullshit game. Anyhow, I talk about how something was created, how something was designed. You know, Almighty God. All things made by, okay, you can go, but I'm not going to go right now. I'm talking about how winners and losers are chosen. But we got bumped off the PBS channel because of the verbiage that we use. Going along with them, everything was great, and then everything took a nosedive. Bam! Why? Well, the closest thing we could figure out was they evaluated our presentation method of message in creator God versus evolved from pond slime. Don't know where the pond slime came from, you know, but evolved from pond slime. But we talk in the way of creation. And PBS, in the matter of just 1 month, we went from having wonderful supporters to, bam, there we are in the basement. And so that's when, you know, we went to, and we said, okay, we can put stuff out on, here on YouTube, on this wonderful format. And you see how this is going on. Okay, I'm going to change screens here, so that I get the right one. All right, here. This is where you can see it right here. See this happen, this purple line on top. Now, there's a thing, metrics, a way that it's measured. The purple line is impression click-through rate by video. And this is the total of the videos that we have. Here we have, this is the click-through rate. Now this goes to summer, right here. This is winter here, and it goes to summer, and it normally drops down in the summertime, and it normally did. But what is this green line down here, where it goes, here it is, and it goes bam, right down to the cellar. What's that? Okay, that is watch time hours by video. Well, the watch time hours took a dive, but the click-through rate, now click-through rate is, they're showing an impression. You get, when you click through videos on YouTube, you go and you see, and here you watch one, and here's this whole row of stuff right next to it, you know, as you go to a smaller screen, and of options to choose from. Now, when the click-through rate stayed the same, but the watch time hours took a dive, the one thing that changed was the impressions, how many times our videos were set out there to even look at, to evaluate, to choose from. Because a lot of our videos, we have many that are in the 7% click-through rate, 8%. If you've got a click-through rate of 3%, that's kind of, you know, not too bad, not too good. It's kind of like an average video, down around 3%. We've got a lot of them that are up in the example. Stump Table Part 2 is in a click-through rate of like 9.2. Stump Table Part 1 has a click-through rate of like 4.7. So Part 2 has a much higher click-through rate, but the views are much lower. There's maybe half as many views for there's half as many views for Stump Table Part 2 versus Stump Table Part 1, but it's how they're set out there. Stump Table Part 2 isn't put into the, look at this, you should look at this video next. It doesn't show up there. It's only placed maybe 1/3 as often, 1/4 as often, 1/5 as often, somewhere right there, as Stump Table Part 1. Now, why would they do that? Here, well, here, what happened, now right here, where it took a dive, smash, bam, right down there. They quit putting our stuff out in front. They quit putting it out there for people to look at. A loser was chosen. Oh, how sad. But then it goes along, and what happens here? We started putting videos on again. Now, we had about 18 or 19 videos right here. Okay, I'll click back one screen. Okay, we had been putting videos on, We had them all on, the 18 of them on by this point. And coming up to, and here, and we had, at that point, 18 or 19 when it took the dive. But then, we started putting videos on here. And we have, at this point in time, instead of the 18 or 19 that are log furniture, timber frame kind of stuff, log working kind of stuff, we have about 100 of the log furniture type videos on there. 100, 5 times as many, but they have kept us, they, through algorithms and manipulation, kept us in the basement. Now, the computer stuff that would simulate stuff, much more, it's just a much bigger scale. But things chosen, and here we go. We've got, of total videos, because comments from the peanut gallery, I put that in a different category, because we have timber frame stuff, which we have common, log furniture stuff, which we have done, and life. The comments from the peanut gallery come into the, I consider, life category. So we have a total of, at this point, we got over 200 videos on, 100 of which are what we started out with originally, the log furniture type stuff. We have that coming all the way through here, but see what? And It's just a really unique thing. I just wanted to show you so you could understand how manipulation is done. And then when people look at a video, when they see the picture that's there, and it's, you know, it's put up there, oh, it was put up there a week ago, and what? It only has 103 views? Oh, that's really pitiful. I'm not even going to look at that. So we did a series this last summer, log handrail stuff. It was with the tree house and things. Fantastic. This is first class stuff. The long handrail where we put it up into the tree house. That was absolutely the best of the best. And it has been manipulated by impressions, by, you look at it and go, it's been there for it's been there for 2 weeks and it's only got 327 views. That's really pitiful. I'm not even going to look at it. Not even going to click it just to see, because that's just too terrible. They must be awful. Okay, but that's what people think when they see, and they don't understand what Google and YouTube have done, because they've done something. Okay, choosing winners and losers. But that is a thing that you find in communism. Do you know somebody that knows somebody? Are you somebody's kid? That because you're somebody's kid, you get the contract, even though you do a crappy job, you get the contract because you're somebody's kid. Maybe you don't know nothing at all, and you get a job where you get $50,000 a month because you're somebody's kid. That is the way communism works. Much different than ethical capitalism. Two totally different worlds. To have a level playing field where what you produce, what you do, and the return that you get is on the basis of the quality that's produced. The quality that's produced. Ethical capitalism. But when it's communism, where you have to be in the inner circle, a pyramid scheme type of a shenanigan. Pyramid scheme, kind of the same thing. Pecking order, pyramid scheme, communism. It works with same kind of it's the thought of the mind, the actions of the hand that follow, the philosophy of a person, knowing somebody to get you in the door. So, I just thought it would be helpful for you to see, understand more of what can be done. And we are one tiny little channel on this great big monster YouTube thing. But the way that we can be kicked under the bus, under the bus with you, under the table. We're not letting you see the light of day, buddy. You talk about creation rather than evolution. So your philosophy is totally contrary to our philosophy, so we decide you're going to be a loser. Well, choice is made. So here you go. Enjoy the journey and you have yourself a good day. Oh, by the way, Trump won by a landslide.